Okay. I'm live, right? Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Miyoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh. I made a freaking mistake. I had notified my live stream schedule, right? Like on here and on X. And it turns out that I had set it private. I'm like, why is nobody like usually I have a couple people in a waiting list and then later like people jump in, right? Or like when I come up here, to go live, usually I see some of you chatting already. And I didn't see that today and I was like, what is happening? And then I realized that I didn't put it live. Why doesn't it say, like, am I live? I hope. Oh, yeah, I see some people watching now. Cool. I hope it's working now. Good. Hello, Mason. Hello, Yoko. Hello. I mean, hi. Wow. Silly me. I had said it private. Now public. Yes. Bird up sound is here. Hi, Yoko. I'm not feeling well, so I'm gonna lay low and just listen. Have a good stream. Okay, thank you. Not feeling well. Laying down. Laying down is a state of being, lying down. And when you lie down, everything stays the same, but you're lying down, laying down. Just kidding. Hope you feel better soon. My bird is here, waving at you, or making him wait for you. Cool. Thank you for coming. Oh, last week I was just too tired. Oh no, I'm sorry because my live streams are very late for you. And that happens is the thing is that the past week, I was in pain every day. I think it's due to the change of the season, and my body is not adjusting well. I have a disease to begin with, and then on the top of that, like female wise, I am suffering too. Maybe I'm closing my business as a female. But anyway, cool. Good to see you guys. Good morning and good evening, Yoko. You're coming in just fine. Cool. Thank you. I literally just thought, hey, shouldn't Yoko be streaming now? And then I went looking and the stream was just started 28 seconds ago. Wow, telepathic. So, last week that I talked about how there's a project that I can't really tell you yet, but now it's public. Guess what it is? Dun, dun, dun! Book. And it says, Ishii Hidetoshi. My husband's book is here. Yes, this book is a challenge for Putin's history, like how Putin thinks of history. So, yes, it's a real book. And then on the back, there's my husband's biography. And here says Yoko Ishii, 1985. You see that, right? About me, because I'm the translator. And what's cool about this is after what happens to Russia when it collapses like the Soviet Union. Yeah. It's a little too much though. And they made a mistake with Japan, I guess. Like how they cut the territory is a little bit wrong, but it's cool, So we are part of the movement, to make Russia collapse. So yeah, already, this is only in Japanese, by the way, and I don't think that they ship overseas. I don't know, but Yeah, already the Ukrainian ambassador to Japan tweeted, made a post about this. He didn't say a word though. He just attached a photo. Probably the intention is that he can't agree or disagree to this. He probably agrees. Like Russia should collapse. However, if an ambassador says that that becomes a political statement, like agitating Russia to collapse, like that'll be too heavy. So like he didn't say a word, just posted a picture. So it was interesting. But anyway, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I hope there is an English version. Yeah, I think we are going to try to translate this, but it will be weird because it will be a translation of the translation in a way, because in this book we have interviewed a lot of the group leaders of those who are fighting against Russia right now, like Putin regime right now. And so it's an interview done in English, but in order to do that, they have a mother tongue, usually Russian or some other language, and they translated that to English, and that English was translated by me to Japanese. And if I am to translate that to English, I'm sounding like Kamala Harris. You know what I mean, right? So. His book, how exciting. Yeah, it's exciting. It's very exciting. I hope that his career, has a big boost by this, because he's really good at listening to people and putting things together to see the big picture. My husband is really like, he's my husband, but there's a reason why I'm, having him as my mentor, and even to, I have him as my husband. And that is because he's really an amazing person when it comes to politics. Like he combines everything, like historical aspects and regional, like geographical aspects and economy, and then he puts together all the elements to see the big picture. So it's really good. That's why I ask him questions all the time. Japanese newspaper today. This is the opposition party is now having an election to decide their leader. We have an opposition party that is not good at all. Like, I don't care if they are leftists. The problem is that they are so lazy. They haven't really decided what they are thinking as a party. Like, they don't have concrete policies as a party. Like each person in the party has opinions, but we don't really see what they're trying to do. They haven't really accused or they're not bashing LDP in the right way. They don't even do that. Like it's they're so weak now. But they're having an election. There are 4 candidates now, but these are the names. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the current leader is this, so we are sick of looking at him. He seems like a good guy, but politically speaking, we're tired of looking at him. These two, like, this is a former prime minister. This is the face that we are tired of looking. This is a female, but we don't even know her. We don't really know her. So things like that. And Paralympic is, Japan is getting gold. So stuff like that. And I wanted to talk about, Japan is right now, we are talking about our party leader will be decided in early October. Kishida's period will end. His term will end at the end of September, meaning this month. He's going to resign from this position. So we are going to have to pick a new leader next month. But only those who belong to LDP can vote. So I can't. I'm not part of LDP. So, and then they will combine with the national diet, like LDP national diet member votes too. So it's a combination of that. But it will happen so a month before the US election, so presidential election. So yeah, what's gonna happen? By the way, I wanted to introduce this. They're talking about Trump. So Trump's sentencing, the so-called hush money sentence, will be postponed until after the election, right? On November 26th. So that's good. That's good, right? I'm so happy about this. Yeah. I'm like, what was that, First, they attack democracy like this, weaponizing the judicial system. And then they literally try to kill him using a gun, right? Oh, they have Cheney here too. Is it Dick Cheney? Was it? Yeah, Dick. What a dick. Yeah, his face is, you can't see. You see? The old man. Yes, he supports Harris. I'm like, the funny part is that it's not even surprising, right? Like, we're all like, oh yeah, we knew it. Crazy. And this is crazy too. You see the picture of Zelensky with the American, what is him? My state guy. Austin. Yeah, Austin is there. And they're talking about how America will not allow the usage of, it will let them use. That's good. Sorry, I misread it. I have misread it. That's good. Yeah, the thing is that Biden administration had they have, given weapons to Ukraine, and they couldn't use it inside Russia. Like, then why did you give them that, right? They thought that you'll be dangerous enough for Russia. Like, Russia would think of it as a threat enough so that they would stop from attacking Ukraine. Because that's not how it is happening. Yep. You might need to be unburdened by what has been. I saw you and your husband did a video a couple of days ago in Japanese. When I turned the closed captioning on, it wasn't Japanese too. Oh, really? Interesting. I thought that the auto translation is good enough. Maybe not. Oh, maybe because my husband, when my husband speaks in Japanese, he has an accent. 訛りがありますからね、あなたの日本語。He doesn't want to admit it because he wants to think that the Japanese that he's speaking is standard. Yeah. He's saying that again. The Japanese that I speak is standard. I'm the center of Japan. That's what my husband thinks. Not in real life. We have dialect here in Fukuoka, so yeah. It was. Oh, the caption was in Japanese. When does Josie show up? Who is Josie? Joe Biden. So okay, and this is yesterday's newspaper, and what I am looking at. Oh yeah, Paralympic. Every day, Paralympic. Some people can't say Paris Paralympic. In Japanese, when we say like L and R, it doesn't make a difference in Japanese. So Paralympic, right? Paralympic. Like, some people can't say. Paralympic. Paris Paralympic. But yeah, so Koizumi, he's young and he's one of the candidates. But aside from that, what I'm looking at here is this middle article. Japan and South Korea relation, it's now like a steady that or stable. The improvement is stable, I would say. So Prime Minister Kishida and President Yoon had a meeting. You see the picture? You see this like nothing, right? Like it's, Japanese Prime Minister and Korean President, they're meeting. Like always, you might think. Not always. It's a new thing, started from last year in March or somewhere around there. That they've been meeting each other, back and forth, and that's great. But this is new to us, which is good for me. I'm a conservative, and I do have problems with South Korea. I have to say, like when it comes to territorial disputes and historical disputes, but those are something that we shouldn't be like bashing each other, like we can work on it on an expert level, and figure out like first of all, we have to each side has to decide what we are thinking, right, on a governmental level, and each are free to say whatever they believe in. And but so like officially, like we both should have our standpoint, but it doesn't mean that we should be bashing each other, right? But leftists want to do that because they are like leftists in East Asia are working for China and North Korea, right? Like your leftists in America, for example, are working for who are your enemy? Like Iran or Not Pakistan. Where was it? Like Palestine. I mean, right? Like you have those leftists, right? Extreme leftists over here in Japan or East Asia. Like if you see broadly, it's usually they are working for China and North Korea. So, and when they want to attack our and their nightmare would be the Japan and South Korea cooperating, and cooperating even in a bigger scale with the U.S. and the Western nations, right? They want to stop that. So how do they stop that? They bring historical disputes, territorial disputes, whatever disputes that they can find, dig deep back in history, and they make us fight each other. But the current president of South Korea, Yoon, can think with common sense. And over here in Japan, like our Prime Minister Kishida, he's been really good too. So like he sees the reality that we are all in right now in East Asia. Our biggest enemy is China, and both of our nations are threatened by both China and North Korea, right? So, and they met recently. So this is the last visit of Kishida, though, so that makes me sad because he's really Kishida has been doing really well, diplomatically. And the sad part is that conservative people here in Japan don't get it because, as I said, like we've had problems with South Korea. So Japanese conservatives or right wings, rather, they tend to bash South Korea. Like when I started my political career about 10 years ago, the first thing that I worked on was actually Japan South Korea relation, and I just had to make videos to voice Japanese perspective, like the history that we see and facts that we have. Like I had to lay them out, because Japanese government was apologizing for what we were not doing. So that was that's where I started. And so, and the right wings and conservatives here supported me in doing that, because that was a fight, but at least like I see the reality, like I'm not a racist or anything, like in the meantime that I was stating my uh standpoint in English too. When I was doing that, I made sure that I don't discriminate South Korean people, because I've had Korean friends, and they are super nice to me in Japan. And it's really not my intention to attack South Koreans, but there are some right wings and conservative people that don't get it, like they have to be so emotional and so radical, and they just despise Korean people for some reason. And so those people are still the same, like, and I have learned a way to politically, cooperate or like come together, like while protecting my standpoint, right? Like that's what you do in politics, but some people just don't grow. So that's why conservative here in Japan are attacking Kishida for being nice to South Korea, and South Korean side that it's the same too, that they believe that being closer to Japan is it's like selling their soul to Japan, being Japan's pet or something. But I believe that that type of people are older generations, though, like those who are younger, my generation or a little bit older, like maybe in the 40s or so, that people get it now. But those who that are above are oh oh yeah, so that they have inside more details of that meeting as well. And so what's interesting about this is that now they decided or working. I don't know how far they have been in the phase, but they were talking about how, so when some kind of emergency happens, Japan and South Korea are there. And if some other country attacks us, either of our country, then we will work together to let the people flee and so on, that we have to protect each other. So we'll cooperate when either nation is attacked. So that's really good, so like, and that's it's good but sad at the same time, that this type of, what happened, like emergency scenarios are something that we are thinking of, and it's realizing in policies, this never happened before, but now we are deciding, what to do, like how to protect our citizens in each country, right? So like there we are concerned about the threat of North Korea, launching nuclear missiles, right? Like they're testing the technology, but they probably have lots of like a high level technology now, because they are close to Russia now. So their technology is advancing in North Korea. So that's very threatful for South Korea, that is right next to them, and Japan, which is like really, we have oceans in between, but it's really close. So so we have to make sure that people can evacuate, right? Same for Taiwan emergency. When Taiwan emergency happens, Okinawa is very close to Taiwan, so is like Kagoshima and my island, right? Like it's, they're still a distance, but it's, generally speaking, it's close. And so we have to think of how to let the people evacuate. So we have all the processes now. So yeah, that's what's happening. Oh, no super chat today. Bird up is laying down. So you guys, the rest of you guys, have to support me financially so I can go on with doing what I do here. Let's see. Huh? My husband is saying you gotta stop this live stream if no super chat. Hello, Yoko. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. logically speaking, Japan and South Korea should be strong allies. Yeah, I really hope so. Like we should, it should be a process, or like it should have phases, but still we should, become like allies. That would be the best. But as for Japanese people, culturally we like South Korea, and South Korean younger generation too. They like our culture as well. Like we appreciate each other's culture, and also if you look at the whole world, we are Asians, and not like Southeast Asians. We are East Asians, and we are very close. Our religious backgrounds are very different. So like when international marriages happen, there are cases that, like they are like sometimes it doesn't work, like I don't know, maybe it depends on like what kind of group of people that you hang out with. I have no idea, but like but I do see some problems happening, and so that could happen. But generally speaking, compared to other places in the world, we should be close, right? And I don't know, like we should, if we don't have historical disputes and territorial disputes, or at least like if we don't take actions based on what we believe in and just keep the status quo, then I think that we can actually work together better, Yeah. With America, though, we don't have any territorial issues or whatsoever. America has bases here, and we are legally, welcoming that. And like we have history with America, but at least like we have, both countries have moved on, and we have the system. But with South Korea, we have issues still. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But I really hope that we can be adults, and work together. And Obama actually wanted to push that, like he had Asia pivot, right? And he wanted to, his administration wanted us to all get along, but that administration pushed us way too much that the patriots in both countries were got really angry, and it made things way worse. So yeah, Asians should solve it ourselves when it comes to that. By the way, Putin supports Harris, it says. Did you hear the news? Yeah. This is a sarcastic comment by super chat by Putin. I will introduce that in a minute. But thank you. I know you're not, but I'm feeling sick, so I'm laying down. And whenever we lay down, we are prone, but when we stand up, we are not prone because we are standing, which means our feet are on the ground and we are upright. So let's all stand. Guys, Bird Up is always fluent in Kamala's language. Whatever, like word salad it's called. Kamala word salad is something that Bird Up is really fluent at. It's cool. Thank you so much for super chat. I know that you're not well. Oh, everybody appreciate Bird Up because he supports this channel. Yes, thank you so much. It makes me happy. My bird will fly to you. This bird, by the way, had a sunbathe today, just so that, I don't know, found that it's healthy, Bird up, bird up, bird up, bird up. I'll have him here. Wait, this is better. Okay. This is Shoebill Stork, by the way. Shoot Bill Stork. Shoot Bill Stork. Okay. Hello from Australia. Wow. Hello. I love koalas. Sorry, so stereotypical. I love quad. Quad is awesome. Australia is somewhere that I want to visit one day. I want to see the beautiful country. My father has been there, actually. And he bought me a necklace of kiwi bird. Kiwi bird? Is it in English? I don't know. But Yoko, did you hear about Merrick Garland's against Tim Pool and conservative media? No, I haven't heard about it. I don't even know what it's about. Many in the West love Japan for its distinction from the West and its similarities. Japan was recently untouched by the outside world import-wise. I'll be sad if the physical beauty of Japan's people and its mental beauty culture is ruined by outside groups. Please stay strong, Japan. Thank you. Yeah, I really hope that Japan stays like this, that majority of us being Japanese and having our traditional culture and our territory remains the same or even getting bigger. We have issues with Russia in the north. Russia has illegally Russia has been illegally, occupying our territory we call it Northern Territories. Yeah. Putin supports Harris. What a troll here. 4 a.m. in America. The stream is so early. Oh yeah. It's not late. It's just early, 1:23 a.m. in California. It's so crazy that you guys have a time difference inside the same country. We don't have it here, Japan, all the same time. Man, America is so huge. Coming back to Tokyo in 2 months. Cool. For what though? Is it work? Is it travel? The kiwi bird is from New Zealand. Oh, I see. My dad went to Australia though. Get bigger. A work. Cool. Work. Okay. Let's see. What else to talk about? What did I name this? Oh, U.S. Steel. Guys, U.S. Steel. So bizarre. So U.S. Steel, they wanted to sell, right? And Japan is like, okay, we will buy, at the generous price and everything. And now the union is attacking us. We are alliance. You don't do that, especially after we have things are decided. And Biden administration, Biden is attacking that. Trump is also doing that. Why? It's not like we're gonna steal your money or anything, or employees. Now if they don't let us buy, then it will close, and the those who that are employed, they will have no jobs and everything. So weird. Why is it so politicized? You're actually heavy. I'm gonna let you sit here. Okay, my stomach hurts a little bit. Japan is biggest steel producer. Japan is good ally. I will allow the purchase. Yeah. I mean, if you don't do that, then how are they going to survive, right? And that's why they wanted to sell. And I don't think that they would get other good offers, like we have. So let's see. Anything else in the newspaper? Man, I feel like this year is an election year. I've known it, but I feel like things are changing more than I had expected. Man, the weather has been crazy too. Did you see the news that actually a typhoon hit, like super typhoon hit China? This is between you and me, but every time there's a typhoon in the south, usually it so Japan is here, and in the south is where typhoons are born, right? So we usually typhoon is there when it's born. The Japanese people, like those who predicts weather, they will tell you like, oh, there's a newborn typhoon in the south, and it's gonna come up to Japan like this and this and this, right? Like they tell us like what's gonna happen or there, right? And usually when I see that happening in the south, I'm like, go to China, go to China, go to China. Right? And I feel bad now that I was like, yeah, go to China. Like I was thinking that every time, and now it hit China. And like I didn't see that coming because usually it doesn't takes that course. Like it can't. But it did. So that was surprising. And I don't think that the buildings and so on in China, they probably didn't consider typhoons, so considering that, I feel like the damage is not as strong as we thought, and also we thought that typhoon would usually get weaker when by the time it lands in Chinese land, but it didn't this time. And it was even like strong, like really strong. And so like the high level tower type mansion, is it mansion or condor? I don't know what's call it in English, but the high building, like their windows are blown away and their balconies are just gone. I don't think it happens to everybody, but I did see some footage, and I don't know if the construction was bad or that the standard was not, assuming the typhoon coming and so on. So, oh, Burnham, thank you for so much for super chat. Your feeling about typhoons is how I feel about blizzards. I try to wish them out to the sea so I don't have to shovel my driveway. Hasn't worked yet. Oh, maybe you gotta pray harder. Blizzards. What is blizzard? Is it? Oh, fubuki. Snow? Like really strong snow? I see. Man, we don't get that here, so I didn't even know the word. Wow. You can you can create a ski course or something though with snowstorm. Yoko Tax, yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm in pain too, you're not feeling well. I'm not feeling well either. Or rather, I feel like I'm like probably like taking your pain and unpleasant feelings and so on. Like I was fine earlier. now I have a stomach pain. No, I'm always like scrubbing my stomach. I should probably go see a doctor. But it's expensive here. So let's see what else. Oh yeah, they're talking about South Korea too. South Korea is such a huge deal for us. So. Oh, there is a Japanese person that is caught in Belarusi. I'm just saying it like English. I don't know that pronunciation. But somebody caught what seems to be a Japanese person and the country is saying that he is a suspect of espionage. And he says that he is from Tokyo, and he's from Japan, and Nakanishi Masatoshi. He's lived there since 2018. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it was true, I'm like, don't speak. You see in these spy movies, like they are caught, they're tied up in a chair, and they're like, who are you working for? Right? I'm not saying, right? You gotta do that. Never betray your country. I don't know if he's telling the truth, though, to begin with. Oh, super chat, thank you. Protect your borders from rude YouTubers for Logan Paul and Johnny Somali. Yes, we have to. But at least Japanese people get very offended when, YouTubers make stupid videos in Japan or do rude acts here. It becomes viral in a bad way here. So, yep. There seems to be a Japanese, some American guy that is making YouTube videos here now, like a big channel. I don't remember, but not all are bad though. Never seen snow before? Really? Oh, but my friends in Hong Kong, they had never seen snow. I wonder if they ever did. So our Hong Kong friends, they came here and they wanted to see the snow. They came in January sometime, right? January, and then after they left, the second day, the following day or so, like it snowed. So I felt bad for him. Belarus, yes, that's it. Man, my stomach hurts. Oh my gosh. How do you read that? Belarus. Oh, really different. Belarus. Belarus. Abroad in Japan is a good guy. Ah, I see. Yeah, maybe that's it. PewDiePie is speaking out about the rude Westerners. Oh, really? That's amazing. He's Swedish and he's raising a family there. Yeah, he's worried he influenced others to come. Ah, I see. No, but what we see now, the problematic type of like content creators from outside of Japan that we see now are pushing to come here because our houses are cheap. And when we Japanese see that information, we are like, there are reasons why those housings are cheap, that because we have so many natural disasters. So usually it's about the ground or the standards, that buildings are built. It's an old standards and it's not strong enough and so on, or that it's in the rural area and you don't have access to medical things and so on. And there are reasons, right, why Japanese people don't buy that sort of housing, even though we are having a hard time economically. But there are some irresponsible people, from outside of Japan that are pushing that sort of things. So that's really bad. By the way, Japan consists of two ruling parties. One is LDP, the other is Komeito. The Komeito's top is getting replaced soon, and it might become Ishii. The same family name as us. But Komeito is a Buddhist they are backed by Buddhist group Soka Gakkai, and they are pro-China. And this guy probably doesn't change a thing about the party. They're dragging LDP from right next to them, and his name is Ishii, and I really hope that he doesn't become the leader, but he most likely will. Oh, Superchat, Raiden-san! It's been a while. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for Super Chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It makes me happy. Yay. Can I like this? Oh, I can't like it. Okay. Yeah. I should get familiar with games more so that I can have a conversation with PewDiePie. I'd like to meet him one day. Yeah, like he has common sense, right? But yeah, some people might get influenced by him, but living here is actually difficult. Even for us natives, like it's so hard to live here in our country right now. It's not only about economy, but it's just our culture. It's very severe, and it's really stressful even to us. So I can't even imagine foreigners living here. It snows here 8 months of the year. For 8 months? That's so crazy. I don't know how you survive that. When it's I was born in the summer, I just turned 39, but yeah, my birthday is in August. So I'm okay with heat, but the coldness, I can't. Every winter, at least for the past, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, like I've been feeling like every winter I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die this year. Every winter I'm like, this year I think I'm gonna die. I don't think that I can survive. Like that's something that I always think about, because when it's too cold, I'm like, there's nothing I can do. Maybe I should drink alcohol like Russians do. Yeah. They're cheap also because of low birth rate. Yeah, I mean, all the houses are just left there, and it's even harder to destroy, or break the houses, so some people don't want to do it, or just it becomes that some people just leave the house as it is, and die or something. So have more native Japanese babies. Yeah, we want to. It was crazy that there was some post of a pregnant woman on social media recently in Japan, and the post said that it was a picture of a pregnant woman, and it said that, oh, it's the 10th babies. And we are like usually like, oh my gosh, like in this generation, like having 10 children is like, wow, like it's something that our government should congratulate, right? But instead, like there are some people online bashing the woman because it's insensitive, for those who cannot get pregnant. So like that, it's offensive to some people that either lost their babies or they can't get pregnant or whatever, that they should consider all the people that are gonna look at the post. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So crazy. Hello from Deutsch. Oh, Deutschland. Guten Tag. Guten Morgen. All I know. Dankeschön. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I want to bring 25 kilo US dollar. Oh, okay. 25K US dollar. I want to buy a house in the countryside. It's true. Oh, Japanese land is really expensive though. That's my parents' house. The land costs even 10 times more than that. Just the land alone. And on top of that, you have to build a house. It's really expensive. But maybe not in countryside. I don't know. Keep Japan Japanese. Don't ruin what you love. Yeah. Let's see. I'm sure you don't need to talk about video games. Just talk about Japan. Yeah. He is millionaire and wants to integrate. He has a wife and child. Oh, PewDiePie. You don't like PewDiePie? Yeah, Guten Morgen. But in my region, we just say Moin. That's like the super abbreviations of good morning. Like if you say good morning really fast, or Americans sometimes say morning, right? Moin. You can't even tell the difference, like which language that is. Tell people these things, keep relationships, money, and your plans a secret. rural is so hard to say. Rural areas are cheap. Man, I want to see Deutschland one day. Nah, Deutschland is so cool. Where's my husband? Oh, I'm just, sometimes I just think of a chair moving, just because I can. I'm like, chair. I'm feeling so much pain, so that with this energy, I'm like, yeah, maybe there's a chair behind me. Maybe it will move. Like, yeah. Oh, no, wrong side. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just call me Master Yoko. Like my force is getting stronger and stronger day by day. So, yeah. Thank you so much for super chat. The chair in the background hasn't moved during the entire stream. It's unusual. It just did. It just did for some reason. Usual flow. Yoko trying to say roll is adorable. Can you say that smoothly? Ru is okay, Ru. Row. It's like a dog. My husband can't say any R or L. Say love. Love. I know love って言って。I know love って言って。When my husband says love, try to say love, it just sounds like rob. Like rob. He doesn't get it. He's like, well, I'm not wrong. Yeah. Man, you guys have no idea how much I love American English. It's like a fetish, So like I can bet you, like every single one of you that are from America, I would be like, oh. If I met you, I would be like, oh. Just because you're speaking your own language. Yeah. If you ever come to the north, I can show you Hanover. I already had Japanese and Korean online pals visit me. Cool. Both my major in university was English, but the second language was German because German sounds so cool next to English, right? And my husband did the same. I mean, when it comes to like, he didn't major in English, but like Japanese people has to take some language, you know, in university usually, I think. And my husband took German as well, but we don't remember at all though. But yeah, Yoko's first power is yes, Master Yoko. Yes, I need a master's degree so that I can say I'm Master Yoko. Yeah. We Germans have problems with English th sound. Ah, I can see that. Does everyone speak like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Or Swedish people, I think, have problems like that too. Like Europeans in general. Like, yeah. I've had Danish friends and their English was cute. Yeah. Rural, yes, the hardest word. Yeah, it's hard, right? Yeah. One out of 10 are from Mexico. Mexico? I'm not sure. But anyway, 5 minutes to go, guys. What else happened recently? Friday. Electronic vehicle battery investing so much money, and it's ridiculous. In my opinion, it's important to have technology, but we are going to have more and more natural disasters in the world, you know. And gasolines, what's good about gasoline powered vehicles is that we can actually carry the gasoline. Like whenever the gasoline is out, you can carry them to the car. But electricity, how are you going to charge? Man, it costs so much just to make the infrastructure. Yeah. Did you see? Have you seen the movie Geostorm? Geostorm. It was actually entertaining. It was about natural disasters, but it was not natural. It was artificially done. I think of artificially like sometimes I wish that we had climate weapon. Is it called what you call? Huh? I think China has it already to make a crowd or something. Wait, how do you say that in English? Is it climate? Doesn't say in English. I want to translate it in English. Weird. But they ban it internationally. Oh. Scandinavians have the hardest timing with English, right? That's the impression that I have. I like actual American regional dialects like Texan, South, but well, I dislike the stereotypical California Valley girl. Isn't the I don't think that it's a problem of dialects, but because of the people that speak it. Man, I watched Young Sheldon, so it's I guess the spin-off from, is it Big Bang Theory? I haven't watched it, so I don't know. But Young Sheldon, I watched that on Netflix, and they had a Texan accent. It was so hard to catch what they were saying. I kind of got used to it, but I don't. The 80% of the times, I'm like, what are they saying? I'm American, and I studied abroad in Bonn, Germany in college. Cool. I'm glad I got to see Germany before it really got bad. Hopefully it gets better in the future. Yeah. It all depends on the leader. So yeah, but it's good. I am glad that I visited America when I was younger too. I don't think that I could go now. I'm like if my purpose is just to attend CPAC, for example, I can safely do that. But just to go for a sightseeing, it's not. It's like everywhere is dangerous now. I feel maybe not for us. Maybe not South Korea or Taiwan or elsewhere or Australia. But other than that, I'm too scared to go abroad now. Hanover is a city in northwest Germany. It used to be its own kingdom, and their monarchs became also the royal family of the UK. Cool. The family split when Queen Victoria became British Queen because Hanover laws didn't allow for female monarchs. And then Prussia invaded Hanover. Oh, man, when I look into, so my husband wrote a book about Russia, right? So, I kind of tagged along when he was watching the history of Russia and the relation with Europe. And I'm like, wow, like so much like mingling and like things changed a lot that I can't even keep up with the history. Japan, when it comes to Japan, it's simple. Japan. Japan. It's just all along it's Japan. I think it's the good side of being island nation. We are all surrounded by the oceans. But lately, though, Chinese ships have been invading into our territorial waters. It happens more than before. Like they've been coming into the waters around our territorial waters, but they coming easily now. And recently, they came into the airspace. So that's really bad. Oyoko, the debate between Trump and Kamala Harris on Tuesday. Oh, I gotta see that. I was waiting for that. Right, it's September already. Man, time flies. I gotta see that on Tuesday. Okay. Gotta beat China or at least compete. Yep. Free Hong Kong. Yes. We need to make China and Russia collapse so that those that are oppressed by those authoritarian regime can get independent or at least have freedom. That's what I want. Freedom is really, really important. Freedom and democracy is something that I want each country to have. Like if you can't even speak your own opinion about your own society, like that's crazy. You fishing? What? Anyway, it's been an hour and my stomach hurts, so I should probably go. It's like it's not like I have to go to the restroom. No, it's just like it's like somebody is like doing something to my stomach. Maybe it's a ghost trying to choke me. UK and Brazil and next. Oh man, there's a massive crazy protest in Brazil. Yeah. I read about it, but I forgot what it was really about. Like, X didn't listen to the people in Brazil. I forgot. But anyway. Oh, they banned Twitter. Oh, banned the application. That's bad. Why does what it's called South America? Why do they go socialist or leftists in general? It's weird. But yeah. See you next week, Yoko. Hopefully we both feel better. Yeah. Hopefully we can high five. Yeah. Next week. I hope we are better. I really do. They give dictatorial power to a judge. Oh no. Money buys votes and judges. Ah, that's true. Just corrupt in general, I guess. And mafia type. Mexico, its mafia is strong. There are conservatives in Mexico, though. I met them at CPAC. So that's cool. Good type of rich people must have power. Yes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really hope to see you again next week, okay? We're back, mafia. Yep. I really enjoyed our conversation. I hope to bring more next week. Yep. Stay safe, guys. And, when seasons change, our bodies change too. So probably just like me, you might have problems. But in that case, please take care of yourself. Be well, okay? Much love. Oh, heart. Thank you. You too have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I know that for many of you, it was late for your appearance. Good morning. But I will talk to you next week, okay? Thank you for sticking to the end. Thank you. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.